All right, welcome to our live podcast of the Crazy Rides channel. Or as Dean likes to say,
CRC.
and Richie, what does that mean?
That means can't remember crap.
That he remembers.
He had to write that down.
I have it right here.
There you go. There you go. This is presented by the Ex-New Yorker. That's Dean's channel on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the notification, give a like and a comment, as well as the Biker's Realty, who is me, Eric. Did I say that right? I don't know.
You said realty, not realtor, but
I said Realty?
yeah,
All right, Realtor, by the way.
yeah.
Residential, commercial investment. I'm here for all your South Florida real estate needs. 561-507-1454. All right, fellas, we are here. How you guys doing?
All right,
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Good
All
deal.
right.
I'm here.
All right.
I'm
On
awake.
a new day.
I'm
This
kind
is
of awake.
A new day.
Our
This
chat
Wednesday.
Our chat line is open. So
Okay.
Well, we got a couple of things.
well, we wanted Dean to give an intro with his guitar.
Yeah, not happening.
He didn't want to sing for us,
He was serenading
especially
us
for you
before.
ladies out there.
Yeah.
I was playing Freebird in dedication to Richie over
He
here.
was serenading.
You know, when
Move
Richie
in
gets
a little
speeding
bit
tickets, we
Did
always
we
play
ever talk
Freebird.
about that?
Yeah, I think we did.
more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should remind the people. No?
Yeah. I can go get guitar again and we can, reminisce.
Ah,
So what happened, Richie?
you mean
You were
the
very
time-
excited that
Wait
day.
a minute. You mean the time that Dean just left me and never even let me know the cops were coming?
How am I supposed to let you know you were freaking 500 yards in front of me?
That day? I remember that day when he waved to me as I was
Yes,
getting
I
this
did wave to
ticket.
you as you pulled over.
Tell us the story. Tell the people who don't know the story.
We're in
the story.
Daytona for Bike Week, and we're on A1A, and Dean and I, we stopped at a cigar bar to pick up some cigars. Dean needed to get some cigars. Yeah. And that's
Just
his
like that.
birthday gift.
Yeah.
Took care of.
Thank you.
Wish everybody,
Yeah,
happy
keep
birthday.
going.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy birthday, Dean.
I'm old.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Is today your birthday?
No.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Give it to
Tomorrow,
him
yeah.
now.
Oh, all
He's
right.
got an early birthday. Tomorrow morning he'll smoke one.
Yes.
So
Smoke it while I'm sleeping.
So we get back on the bikes, and literally, probably less than a mile, you could see the hotel.
no.
You could see the hotel.
Well, as fast as you were going, you're good. We weren't that close.
We get on the road on A1A in Daytona, and we're cruising. Yeah, I'm cruising with him. Next thing I know,
We're cruising with
Freebird goes on. And I look to the right and I don't see him anymore because he sees these cops coming down. I didn't see them. They're on the other side.
Oh, wait.
And I figured they're on the other side. They can't zoom me in. There were two in the car. One drives and the other one shoots the gun on you. That's what happens. So
They were like tag teaming it.
I'm in the break of Freebird. If anybody knows what that is, it's the guitar break.
He's jamming out, just gassing
And
it.
I
just like
am
cracking the-
jamming in my head. And by no thought of it, my hand starts moving down. And the throttle starts opening up. And now I'm doing 60 in a 30. So I see them.
Well, you
And I
thought
s-
the music said faster.
Right.
Yeah, well, it was getting faster. If you know that song,
Yeah.
it just works its way up, and you can't help yourself. You just can't. So as I was passing him doing 60, I slowed up right away, right? Dean is nowhere in sight. He's about a half a mile behind me because he saw them already.
Oh, they hung a U-turn right behind me.
Instead of flashing the lights to let me know, hey, Somebody, all right.
Well, he might have thought they were after him, right?
Well, what happened was, here's the real story. We bought cigars in the cigar bar. We came out. Freebird was already started on his radio.
Yeah, he did a
just said,
wheelie at me.
"Wow, I'm out of here." I take off after. Like, where the hell's he going, man? Right, I take off after him. I see the cops coming. I said, "Whoa!" I lay off. He's going. He's bat out of hell. He's gone. I'm like, "Holy shit!" Guy looks at me, turns around.
Freebirding.
Was it undercover car?
No, there were two guys
bat out of hell.
in the
It was
Ford Explorer. Yeah,
I was Freebirding.
he was Freebirding, all right.
Yeah.
So now the guy hangs a U-turn behind me because he's looking at me, and I'm like, "Oh shit, he's got me, man. I'm done," because Richie's gone. Then I said, "Well, maybe he's getting the car in front of me, So he pulls behind me, and then he goes quickly around me to the white car. I said, "All right, he's going to get the white car. He's not going to get Richie." Then he goes around the white car. I said, "Oh, he's getting Richie." That's it. And Richie's just like, "Yeah." So then I go down. I finally catch up to him. Cops got him in a parking lot. I just look at him. I'm like, "How you doing, man?" I wasn't going to pull in there,
I'm leaning on my seat like a wounded bird.
He had a frown.
Like a wounded,
He had a look on his face.
a wounded free bird, and I'm looking at him pass me by, laughing hysterical, giving me the finger.
While the cops are clipping your wings.
Oh, they clipped him all right. and it's funny because I got back to the garage and everybody was underneath because I guess we were just right in front of each other and whatever.
Yeah.
I get to the parking garage. Everybody like, "Where's Richie?" I said, "He's getting a ticket." Like, "No, really, where's Richie?" I said, "He's getting a ticket, man." They're like, "You're kidding me,"
Hi, Deb.
Yeah, that was funny.
Story about my ticket in Daytona.
And this year we get off the highway and was playing Freebird.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had to
He learned his lesson.
Yeah. We were like, pull it back. Don't.
As soon as I got off 95, right into Daytona, as soon as I got off the exit, boom, Freebird comes on.
Luckily, we were
And
in front
he
of
looks
you.
at me. He pulls up next to me. Hey,
They really know me. So I pull up next to everybody, and I'm yelling at them, "Freebird is on!" So what they did was they
We all took
surrounded
off.
me, and they only went 25 miles an hour. So I couldn't
You couldn't
They
get by.
couldn't go by.
I couldn't get through.
That was a good
But
one.
that was a classic. Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget we had the guitar player that was
Pete
at the
the cop
hotel.
was there, and I'm saying, "Hey, you can help me? Can you help?"
Yeah, now Pete's like, "No."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The moral of the story is, I
Don't
came
buy
back
cigars and go
here.
fast.
Right. Watch your ass over there. They'll ticket you for anything.
Well,
Yeah.
they're
But the
all
One A,
moral
one
of
A,
the
yeah.
story is, I came here, and I went to Ticket Master. What is that? Ticket Ticket Clinic.
Yeah,
I went to the
Yeah.
Ticket Clinic. I gave him $95, and 8 months later,
squash.
it was gone. So
That was during COVID too, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And exactly what happened, we were supposed to go on a Zoom. The cop was supposed to be on a Zoom and all that. Nobody was Zooming anywhere. So, it just got squashed.
You got lucky.
I got lucky. Yeah. So
That
the
was-
moral of the story is, when you're in Daytona for Bike Week, obey all the rules, because now they're ticking you.
I'd get you
if
for
your-
everything.
If your exhaust you're winding the exhaust up, they're ticketing you.
Yeah, we've been doing
They're
that for a
ticking
while.
you if your radio was too loud. That goes to you. That
Yeah,
$1,000
I got it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that one in a
down.
minute. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they're ticketing you for everything. So
I would play the most ridiculous music. Be like,
Just to annoy him.
girl in the world or something like that.
He might ticket you for obscenity, whatever it is.
yeah. I wonder
Being
if they'll
obscene and
ticket you
obscenity.
if you're playing Christian music loud.
Well, there was the guy there holding a cross
Did you see
last
that?
time. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah, he was out.
He had a
corner.
big cross, man.
He was on a corner.
One of them. There's a guy with the cross in his sidecar.
Yeah, another
Right?
one. Yeah.
So we did a nice ride last Friday.
Friday was
Oh,
nice.
that
Yeah,
was
weather was
great.
nice.
Yeah.
We all went
up to
out.
the lake.
Went up to the lake and we hit
Lake
that.
Okeechobee.
What was the name of that
South
RV
Florida.
place that we hit?
RV.
What's they have RVs there? It's a hotel.
Oh yeah. It's a hotel.
It's
They
a-
look like
it's a
shacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little bar area.
Yeah.
That
was
don't have
nice.
food. Yeah. That's leaning into the canal.
Just a little bit.
PJs, CJs.
Yeah,
I-
JS or something.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
JS.
Yeah.
Yeah, J and
Right,
S.
J and S. Yeah.
J&S.
Yeah. We're so observant.
Yeah. but we did go up to the lake where Dean and I used to ride up to, and I think you came with us too. We used to ride up to the lake
At the
and
lock.
park in this big, right next to the lock, right there, right next to the lock. We roll up, and now this road that we're riding,
That was tricky.
not only is it kind of gravelly and narrow, you know, it's enough for one car. So if you're coming
Barely.
and going, right. And then there's two berms on both sides. So the road is here. True. And then it drops like this. And on one side, it drops right into part of the
There's like a
lake,
lagoon there. Yeah.
which is a 10 or 12-foot alligator is going back and forth. We got pictures.
You
of
got
that.
the video? Or
No,
not?
I don't
have it on
We
there.
could have posted that.
Yeah.
So I says, I can't do this.
I started making a U-turn.
Go ahead, tell him.
I start making a U-turn.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. Then these two pull up next to me. I was like, well, there goes my U-turn.
And then he's in the middle of the road.
I got the whole
and
thing
he's
blocked
got
off.
only a little bit to go here, a little bit to go there, or he's going off the edge.
Yeah.
So I got up.
I thought he
and
could fight the alligator. That was.
and the
alligator
alligator
would've
was
won.
just waiting
He
for
was
somebody to fall. In,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
He was big.
He was
He was just
right
chilling
there.
out over there.
So long story short,
There was a worker there that Richie caught his ear.
I know.
Hey, can we turn around?
I walked up to the gate and frantically was jumping up and down, waving my arms. Help!
so he could see him.
Help!
Yeah.
And he came down.
He came down and opened it up. He unlocked it.
Came down. He opened it up for us. So we went back. We went in and came around, but we weren't going to stay.
Yeah.
This guy just was ready to lock it again. And the reason why they lock the gates now, because there are some people that don't know how to behave themselves when they're standing around or parked over there. They're urinating all over the place.
Well, there's no
They're
bathroom.
throwing garbage all over
Yeah.
the place. So, you know, I guess
stopped
they
it.
got tired of that. Yeah, they got tired of it.
Yeah.
So that was it. And then we stopped at J&S's and we had a cigar and we had a nice time.
It was
That
nice. Then we went
really
to
a nice time.
Lindenberg's. on the way home.
Lindenberg.
Oh,
Lindbergh.
and then we
Lindbergh.
came back.
Yeah, we had
oh,
lunch.
Yeah. Then we came back. You
That
want,
place is good. I
you
like
want to
that.
share
place.
about it? You know.
What?
Where did
Well,
we
Nate,
do
that
when
was your
we went
first time
back?
seeing a lake, right?
Well, that was my first time seeing the lake, which was really big. You know, I mean, it's wide. It's hard to sort of imagine how much water is there.
You can't see the other side.
No.
Exactly, and it's crazy because I mean, even like it's the average depth is like 10 to 12 feet, which is
Across the whole thing, right?
yeah. So you could be out way in the middle and still be not that deep, but
Enough to drown.
it's not always enough to drown.
Well, Lake
Yeah.
Okeechobee is the second lake,
Second
largest lake in
a
a state.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's where we get our
And-
drinking water from. That's why we buy purified bottled water
Right. And you know,
from
that-
Publix that comes out of the lake.
a little tidbit, you know that it is one of the only lakes that you could actually see from outer space. Thank you. That you could see from outer space.
When I go to outer space, I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Yeah, next time.
Oh, I've
next time
seen
I'm-
this. They've showed
No, you
pictures
see the map.
of people. Yeah, well, if you go on, what is that? Google.
Google Earth.
Google Earth.
Yeah, you
Google
look up
Earth?
there, you see it.
Yeah, you see it.
You Google it.
Hell yeah. You see the ocean and you see this little hole in the middle of Florida.
Florida.
That's
Yep.
not a hole. That's a lake.
It's a big lake.
But we needed that. We needed that ride.
That was a good ride. It was a
Yeah.
good day
It was
too.
Wasn't
Yeah.
hot.
No, it was.
Yeah, it was nice. It was
Coming
a
home
nice-
was got a little warm, but
Yeah.
riding there was nice.
Yeah, it
Well,
was
we
fine,
haven't
though.
done
Yeah.
this. Dean and I haven't done this in a long time, and I got to tell you, there's some potholes there that I wasn't aware of. 'cause
Yeah, I
they
watched you
weren't
bounce
there
around, so I
before.
avoided it.
And
Yeah, I was standing up.
Yeah, there was a couple of times.
Wow.
Went over the tracks.
Yeah,
and
well,
everything else.
you know,
You hit one. I thought you were going to lose your kidneys.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I left my
He
left.
shit his pants.
My left nut.
It reminded
went
you.
all
Did it remind you of the
nut-
BQE? The old days on the BQE?
Yeah.
Which are rigid?
Yeah, my left nut
the
went all the way
cross
into my
Bronx even
stomach.
Oh, that cross Bronx.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Oh my God.
That was like you used to ride. You're like this, man, avoiding potholes.
Yeah. Well, that's when I was younger, and it really didn't matter. Now, when I hit one of them, I crush the vertebrae. Every time I hit one of them,
now I can't feel my
another
left leg.
vertebrae just went.
Yep. More.
Yeah.
What do you
Feel
call
like
it?
I get punched in the
Ablations?
Ablation. Yeah, I
Ablation.
got my ablation. Another ablation comes up.
Yep.
So last week we were talking about that oil.
Okay.
What's any updates on that?
Look, and this is the truth, man. For a week.
Now let's go to the beginning. What are we talking about?
All right, so Harley Davidson. I walked up to Harley Davidson a couple of weeks ago with the guys, and I go up to the parts counter and I look, and I see Amsoil, which you can buy from Harley and have it put in the bike. Then I see a new bottle with a new label of Harley Davidson original oil, and what it says is numbers on it, like 2050, okay? The numbers on this oil is 1550 SAE 50. So I asked the guy in parts, what is this? And he gives me a whole story about what it is, okay? But what I really got from it was that they formulated this oil from the bagger races. Harley Davidson, not Vance and Hines. Vance and Hines is using Motel, Motel, I believe that is. It's a French oil, and I looked it up, and there are other companies that are using other oils, Amsoil and so on and so forth. Other, baggers at those races. So, but Harley is using this oil, and they've been using it for over a year or more. And what they were doing, they were testing it out. So this oil that you purchase now is the same oil that they use in the bagger races. Okay. So now I want to know, what's the content of this oil? Why is it 1550 and not 2050? And why is there another number added on the end, which means SAE, which is the codes?
I think that's the
50.
grade, isn't that?
That's the grade. But that's a grade where you buy SAE 2050, SAE 60, SAE. So why is there another 50? All right. So now this is what I got. I called up, first of all, about 3 days I've been on YouTube. I've been on Google, and I get nothing.
No one gives you a straight answer. Huh?
No. I get nothing. It's not even out there. I think we're the only ones right now that are actually talking about this. And it might be something that if we do get better information, that we'll put it here and put it on our channel.
Now, is the 15 a thicker oil?
No. 15 is the lesser. So now what they're doing is, if you're in Alaska and you're in 10 feet of snow, 15 weight is what.
Okay.
Yeah. 1550. And now what happens when the oil heats up, the viscosity goes to 50. But there is an added number here. It says SAE 50. So I want to know what that other 50 is. Does it act as straight 50 weight oil? This is what I want to know.
Dean, are you looking that up?
I have Amsoil has it, Mobile has it, Harley has it.
What is the SAE
Has what?
50 mean?
15W50.
Right. Yeah, I'm not
What
questioning
is it?
that.
I'm not getting any information on it.
What
I'm
is
not-
the SAE
But
50
it's
mean?
but on the
That's what I
bottle,
would put.
Dean, it says 1550 SAE 50. It has another number to it. So this
I'm
is
not
what
seeing
I
that.
got. I could not find it anywhere. And here they are. They're trying to look for it too. And believe me, There are no YouTubers out there that are even posting this. Harley Davidson doesn't even share about it. And I Googled it, and all I get is 2050. That's all I get. Or 1550. That's all I get.
I got the SAE 15W50.
All right, so
not an extra one.
I got it.
You got it?
So SAE 50 refers to a Society of Automotive Engineers viscosity grade,
Yes.
indicating the thickness of a lubricant like engine oil or transmission fluid at operating temperature. The higher the SAE number, the thicker the oil. In this case, SAE 50 indicates a thicker oil, often used in heavy-duty applications or where high temperatures are encountered.
Okay. So that's the explanation of SAE. All right. Now, I think we all know that anyway because it's been around. SAE's been around since oil has been developed.
And then the 15 weight or 20 weight.
Right.
So we all know what that is.
So on this,
But
where
do
it
you
says
see what that says?
right. So the 1550, the SAE 50 is taken from this 50.
Right. So this is what
So
I believe.
it's not a different number. The SAE is just taking that 50
All right.
and moving it over.
All
as
right.
well.
So let me explain to you what I got out of this. All right. So I called up all the dealerships, 3 of them. All right. And out of 3, I actually got some information from one. His name is Ben, and he's from Alligator Harley Davidson. And that's down here in South Florida.
Alligator Alley?
Alligator Alley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I asked Ben if he would come on, not as a guest, but just to come on, and I would have been able to talk to him like this, but I don't see him. But at any rate, this is what I understand. The 15 we know is for a lower temperature. So what happens now is when you start that bike up in the warm weather here, it's going to be thin, and it's going to go through the bike quite quickly.
Right.
More than
a 20.
right. The 5 there's a difference. Also, if you're up in, like I says, I'm exaggerated, but up in Michigan, and it's the winter time, and you want to start the bike, it'll flow easier. Once the engine gets hot, it actually gets a viscosity of 50. But the SAE 50, the other 50, is an extreme heat of the motor, an extreme under power. It'll maintain 50 and won't break down.
Right.
So that's the extra 50. It's whatever. I'm trying to get the breakdown of it, but this is all I can get verbally. There's no specs or talk about it, but that's what I got verbally. So the viscosity of the oil stays at 50 no matter what you put it through. Okay? Now, I've spoke to this guy, Ben, very nice gentleman, and he turned around and says to me, I built high compression, big bore motors. He says, I use 60 weight oil in the summer. Straight 60. Okay? So, and actually, in another month, we all could use straight 60 because of the heat. You would have to warm the bike up a little longer, but in my Evo, I used to use straight 60 in the summer, and also in my Sportsters, I used to use straight 60 at the time.
Yeah, but if you use a straight thick oil, wouldn't it take more time to get to places?
Yes, so
and that could cause damage.
No.
If it's under stress at the beginning, that's why you want to get warmed up to where it can get around everything.
On an idle, it'll flow through. Remember, it's not molasses, but it's a little thicker, But and if you got the bike in a garage in Florida, and everybody knows what the temperature in their garage is. So if it's 90 outside, guys, what's the temperature in your garage? Seriously.
Right now?
No. If it's 90 outside.
Oh, it's 110
That's 95.
There,
Yeah.
it's 110. See, nobody could be serious but Dean. It's 110, literally.
I know, I'm out here a lot.
Literally, all right? So I know it is a fact.
I don't want to tell people that. You know why?
Why?
I got to get clients, bud. I want them to move here.
Oh,
Put an air conditioner in the garage.
oh my God. Like, that's going to... Nobody...
I'm just kidding.
all right, put an AC in your garage. But anyway, which we're going to need soon
Well, we
here.
got a fan on right
We're
now.
going to need
Yeah.
soon here. So, you know, I don't want to go into this any more than what I know, but I just, that's all I got. It's amazing how there's nothing out there. And I would really like to be the first one to put it out there. You
So
know,
let's
through
make
our,
a video on it.
through our, right. I would like to go to Harley. I would like to pick the brain of a guy that's behind the counter selling this oil. And listen, if you got to lie to me, lie to me. Just tell me something, you know, show me the bottle. Nobody even knows what the bottle looks like. So this is something that we consider. We're going to Harley for your bike. You're doing an oil change. By the way, oh, you're not doing an oil change.
No, I got a screw in my rear tire that I got to get a new rear
That
tire.
whole screw job, yeah.
Screwed.
So he
Just
got
kind of
screwed.
happened after he worked on his bike, too.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, listen, it happens. It does.
Nah,
Down
just
here
get
with
it,
all the
man.
Light on, get a screw in your
That
tire.
was from that ride on Friday.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
From all the crap we
It
rode
was
over.
definitely because we're on a road where there's trucks all over.
Oh, there's
driving.
lots of trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
I just noticed it the other
Yeah.
day.
So anyway, getting back to this, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go with him next Thursday, and literally, we are gonna put something, even the picture of the friggin' bottle, something. We're gonna put something on our YouTube channel, and then if we get some more information on it, we can even talk about it. All right, that's it for me.
So also I put
I'm
a
done.
YouTube video out there on my new lights.
Yep.
Yeah,
Got new headlights
yeah.
from A10 Moto. Did the incinerator lights for my 2020 Rogue Glide Limited, and they are for 2015 to 2023 Rogue Glides. They're in from A10 Moto, like I said. Incinerator light kit. I did a step-by-step video on how to put them on and how to assemble them. I did the assembly first in a separate video, and then I did the installation video a few weeks after.
They look great, though.
They are crazy bright between
And
this
they have a
guy
dimmer.
and this guy.
Well, we had Bob with
I
us on
had
Friday.
and Bob.
Three of
I
us.
stayed behind us.
You know, I
You
tell
know?
you something. Hey, you were right that you can't even see your lights. I mean,
No.
when I see his lights,
And then
you
you-
get accustomed to it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when I saw his light,
And then
you're
mine-
right.
couldn't
During
see
the
his
day,
light.
no.
You're telling
Yeah.
me now you can't even see mine.
But this is during the day. I mean, during the
Stop.
day, normally you could pick it out. But I had Bob was behind you, and if you weren't blocking Bob, all I saw was his headlight and not yours. I mean, I barely see yours during the day.
Well, I was just
It's during the day.
right.
That's how much brighter we are.
Yeah.
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 You're pretty bright.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to fix that soon.
Soon,
Yep.
you have to.
Yeah, I really like the
I need
light.
more. I need more heat on the back of my neck.
I like the lights, and I did
We're going to
some.
bring it here to do it.
Yeah.
I did a few extras to with the air ducts,
Fence. Yeah.
as
yeah.
well as the screens. I modified them so I could continue using them.
Yeah,
He's
but your bike
prob-
looks good.
He's
Looks good with the
probably
headlight.
one of the only ones that kept on his particular setup of lights, not Dean's, but his. And if you did buy Dean's, the circled ones, and put the amber lights on each side, you'd still have to take out the vents.
Oh, I don't have vents.
No,
I know, but I would.
You do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You.
So he bought the other lights, the horizontals with the vents, with the
With the side lights.
side lights, the dual side lights, by the way.
Yeah, those are like cornering lights.
Yeah.
Those are a lot bigger than mine too, though.
Yeah,
those,
yeah.
those side lights. I have the
'cause
smaller
you
ones.
have two on
Yeah, I have
both
two
sides.
small
He
ones.
has one on each
One big
side.
one.
But
Each side.
long story short, tell him you have to remove your vent.
You have to remove the vents.
But-
if you're getting the side lights along with the center light, you have to remove the vents unless you modify them. And to modify them, you have to be creative. You have to take some measurements. I did use the vents that came with the bike as kind of a template.
So you measured once
So
and
I-
cut twice?
Pretty much. So I wanted it, I
measure
bought a
cut.
second set, which was $40.
Yeah.
which, no big deal.
Live and learn.
But I knew what to do. And I also I had the screens, the original screens that I put on the original light. So I used those as a template too to cut around the light. So I ordered new screens. I needed them anyway. And it just worked out great.
It looked really
Looks
nice.
really good.
Yeah, it looks really nice. Plus, he put the brow on it.
Yeah, I like the brow.
Yeah.
The brow on it, and it doesn't take away from much of the light because there's so
Makes it look
much
meaner.
light around it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy insane.
And he's got the dimmer, so he
Yeah.
doesn't have to be as bright as.
I also
yeah.
had to modify the brow.
Yeah. Your
So
other one, your
I-
other light was bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I did was I sawed the brow in half and cut off the ends because the ends kind of turned.
Right.
Yeah.
And the brow is kind of curved a little bit. So what I did was I took a heat gun and I heated it up really good.
And straighten it out.
And I put a towel around it and put some bricks on top of it.
There you go.
So I left it overnight. And in the morning, it was
Fine.
good.
Wow.
Looks great. The brow definitely changes.
Double-siding tape.
Yeah, I used, it came with like a double-sided tape, but it was cheap crap.
Yeah.
So I took that off and I put on 3M double-sided tape.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah,
That's better
great.
anyway.
That's great. Yeah.
If it didn't fall off on our run,
No.
it's not coming
it's not
off.
coming
period.
off.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah, that with the holes we hit and everything.
Oh yeah, and
yeah,
the heat,
no, that's
and the
Yeah.
heat. Well, the heat from the light itself. Those
Well,
lights
the good thing
create a lot of heat.
They do, but he's got the yellow on top and
yeah.
the clear on the bottom, so that probably helps a little bit.
Yeah. 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 You feel the heat on yours. No.
I don't feel anything.
yeah, but I'm
You
very
do
happy.
when you're in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm happy with them.
That's cool.
So yeah.
So, and the other day, then, not to change subjects, but we finished Nate's bike finally.
Oh,
Finally, yeah.
Finally, 1,000 watts.
1,000
Oh,
watts.
my-
1,000 watts, and that sucker is loud. Holy
put-
shit.
They
We got
put
the
rear
volunteer audio. We have the front and rear speakers. Finally got the rear speaker cutouts. They were done. The wiring really wasn't that hard. Everything was really plug and play.
You had to put pins in, all right?
Yeah, that was only the thing that made me a little bit worried at first, but
It's no big deal.
It was no big deal. Yeah, you pull it out, the one thing out, you put the pins in, stick it back in, everything worked great.
Yeah, and you already had the Harley already had the wires sitting there, so you just had to modify the pins.
Yeah.
And then he gave you a harness to plug into it.
Yeah.
And branch out into each bag, right?
Yep.
So we didn't have to run any additional wiring, so to speak, from the amp or anything.
No,
Everything was under the seat.
exactly.
Yeah,
So,
which was nice.
Yeah, because I didn't want to take the tank off.
You don't want to deal with that again, yeah.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
But yeah, cutting the holes in the top, it was a little bit stressful at first, but you just do it and it went great.
The template was great. I mean, it fits right where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
He gave you screws. You put 3, and he has the holes on the top of the template. You ram in 3 screws on the top of the template into your bag.
Now, the template, is it like plastic?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a plastic
Oh, it's a
template.
plastic
and
template.
it goes right on
It's
top.
slotted. Yeah, and it's slotted. So you have like a slot here, and then a piece of plastic, then a slot, piece of plastic, and a slot.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you cut through all of it.
Yeah.
And he did, like the
I
surgeon.
thought
that he
it was
is.
like paper or something.
No, man. It was solid.
It was
It was nice.
Yeah.
You know how they send
Yeah, I know, but
paper.
you know what? If it would have been paper, I would have been like, I ain't even looking at this thing, you know.
Right.
But with this, we taped up the lid with painter's tape.
Mask tape, yeah.
Put that on. He screwed it in and drilled a couple of holes. Then he got out his jigsaw. Then he had a sander with him. The guy came out of all this shit. He's got everything. I was like, all right. He's sanding
That's
down
how
the
he
edges.
operates.
Yeah, no, I know. It was good.
Like, just, you know.
Alone? Let me get out the jigsaw.
Let me get my sander.
Charge the battery in Milwaukee.
Let me get my Dremel.
Dremel tools.
But yeah, so then once it was done, and we cranked it up, I was like, oh
yeah.
shit. Wow. I thought mine was loud.
You know, that's what came in handy for my project, the Dremel.
Yeah.
Because I was able to put a plastic saw on there that just cut plastic,
Yeah.
and it went right through.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Went right through.
Now he had the jigsaw in there. He was going to town.
Yeah.
Yeah, the jigsaw worked great. It, I mean, it threw plastic pieces everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, it was a mess. It was a bit of a mess.
And then he had this little contraption where it syncs all the speakers. Wasn't that right?
Oh, yeah, it's to check the polarity of each of the speakers.
Right.
You do that to make sure they're all in
with
sync.
the kit. That
Yeah.
comes with the kit.
And it was nice. You didn't have to flash the radio or nothing, right?
No.
Which is beautiful.
Exactly.
You just plugged them in and man, boom. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Only one little mishap was wrong screw.
It was a wrong screw.
Was a little bit long, went through the little top, but
That's because I wasn't here. I came after the fact. I would have let them know right away that a wooden screw,
They gave
that's
us
this long,
they gave us 4
does
bags.
not go in the cover.
They gave us 4 bags of wood screws, and they gave us clamps that we didn't need.
yeah.
And I stated that, you know, he talked about torque screws, but I don't see any here. So I guess maybe this is afterwards and they changed their design
Nope, they were hiding in my bag.
after the fact.
Yep.
I'm like, wait a second, that ain't right. Oh, shoot.
So you don't really see it, you know.
No, but I feel bad about it.
And you know what? I would just shave me. If it was me, I would shave
You're
the
full
point.
of shit. You would get a whole new lid. Who
I
you
would.
kidding? There's no way you're living with that.
I would shave the point. Just put the.
Yeah,
screw
just
back
get a
in.
new
You
lid.
would do it right now. Put a little nail polish on there, a little black polish. Little glue, cover up the hole. Do the same on the other side so it's uniform, you know.
Oh, yeah. Put a sticker there.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
Yeah. Sure.
So it seems like Harley came out with a lot of nice colors. Because I see on YouTube a lot of bikes coming in and they're totally different
Yeah,
colors.
they keep coming out with them.
Yeah,
It's like they don't
Pretty
even tell
nice.
anybody. They just boom.
pretty nice.
Yeah, they're coming out with a lot of colors.
I also saw on YouTube on 2 videos if you didn't want to buy a header pipe without the
Cat.
with the catalytic without the catalytic converter, you can cut it out.
Yeah,
It
you
takes
can.
some work,
Yeah.
but you can cut it out.
There's several ways, right? You can
Well,
cut the pipe.
I saw one guy take a drill bit. It was like this big, okay, and about that thick, with a point to it, like a screw point.
Yeah.
I forgot what kind of bit that's called. And he started drilling around it, like holes all the way through around it. And then he started like kind of taking the drill and going across, around the whole thing with where he put the holes. So it would make a circle. And as he was doing it, he'd take the wet dry vac and
Yeah.
suck up all the dust. But even before he did that, he put a rag in the cross pipe so no dust would get in there. He did it smart like that. And it took some work, but he got it out. And he started it up, and it was a nice rumble. Apparently there's no gain or no loss. So
It's always hypothetical.
So,
things.
so did he have to take the pipes off the bike
Oh,
in
yeah.
order to do that?
No, he didn't.
no, he didn't.
He just took the mufflers off.
He just took the one muffler.
Oh,
See, I had that on my Vance and Hines, and it had the cat in there, and the heat was insane.
Right. Oh, actually,
And I tried to do that. I could not drill it.
the other guy was
I cut it out.
was a bike mechanic, and he said he wanted to do it, not just the sound. He wanted to release the
The
heat,
heat, yeah.
and he
That
said
sucker
that
gets hot.
it helps so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a hunk of metal. It's a strong piece of metal that's in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
So
why people
all
try to
the heat
steal
is
them.
with
being
honeycomb.
blocked.
Yeah.
It's all honeycomb.
I tried drilling it. I bought drills for that. I couldn't even get the drill bit through it. So what I did was mine was exposed on the Vance and Hines, and you're not supposed to do this. So I took out a circular saw and took me a while. I got it out. It was a pain in the ass. And you know what? The pipe was still hot because it was short. I was like, I can't ride with this
Yeah,
thing, man. It's
yeah.
killing my leg,
Yeah,
But it did sound better. It was louder.
Yeah, it was loud.
And it ran
Yeah.
fine.
I couldn't ride on the right side.
You still have ear problems, right?
But it definitely releases the heat.
I
It
feel the
does.
heat difference.
Yeah, you
having
do.
the headers on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
that
they-
cat's not easy, man. There was a guy selling them on eBay. He would send you the original pipes, stock pipes. He would saw out a square, pull the cat out, and re-weld in the
Right.
plate. And I put it on my Road King that one time, and it would put it up against any head pipe. It was fantastic.
Right. That's what a lot of companies do.
And it was good because it was only a couple $100, $200. It didn't exchange. You mailed it back to him, so you ate some cost with the shipping. Still cheaper than buying a head pipe.
Right.
Right. You got to pay $800 to $1,000. Plus your
Yeah.
time. But yeah, no, it's a lot of
Yeah,
people
this
do.
guy, the one guy wanted to release the heat. The other guy wanted
Release
to save some money.
Well, it's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, you can get it out. Great. You got the right tools. Do it. If I had a welder, I'd take it off.
Get one of those paint mixers.
Yeah, right.
So
Just
they'll
keep cleaning it out.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And bringing it to you, right?
That's a serious chunk of metal in there, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That's freaking insane.
Yeah, it was like a honeycomb.
Yeah, it's like platinum, palladium, whatever they're using. They're using all this shit in there. That's why they steal them.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
makes some
Sell
money.
for the metals.
Yeah.
I think it's platinum.
Yeah, when the guy pulled the whole piece out, he was like, "Oh, maybe I can get some."
Yeah, maybe I'll make a ring out of this or something, right? Yeah. Yeah, a piece of jewelry. I'll wear the cat on my neck.
So, I do want to put it out there that there is nobody on, and we usually on Tuesday nights we do this, and we do get some people on here, different people sometimes, and I don't believe that they're aware that we changed it
Oh, yeah.
from Tuesday to Wednesday.
Well, I
So-
did post it on the social media
Thank
channels.
you. All right. So that was Eric does all the posting and all. So I just
Debbie
brought
saw it.
that out.
Debbie saw it.
Debbie's on.
Debbie saw it because I live in the house. I had to leave. to
Debbie
come
saw
here.
it. She liked it.
Yeah. She's there. What about Stacy? Stacy, you didn't tell Stacy?
I told her.
Oh, okay.
She's just not
She
answering.
sees me enough at home.
And James, you didn't tell James or
James is at work.
Zero?
James is at work.
All right. Okay.
New time, same channel.
Yes. So post it again. You
Different
know.
day.
Let's try keep posting it.
Oh, there it is. There's Debbie again.
I love you too, Deb. You're the only one on, Deb. You're
Yep.
the only one that is a trooper and can handle this.
Everyone
you
else
just-
is at work.
You just had 4 likes up there or something, then we dropped down to 3 when you said that.
That's not
She
true.
left. She left.
That's not true.
See, there are people are watching
There's
No, they're
nobody
listening.
watching.
They're listening.
and listening.
A lot of
There's
people.
nobody watching.
Why?
How do you
They're not
know?
commenting?
No, because they don't show people watching.
I don't think they show. They don't see
They
it.
don't show that.
Oh, they won't?
No.
Oh.
You have people in the chats. People can be watching. They're not in the chat.
Yeah.
Well, if you're there, hi, and don't be shy. You can just step in and say hello, just to let us know that.
Richie needs confirmation you're there.
Right. I need to know that you know that we've moved it to Wednesday.
Yeah, just flip the free bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be our new intro.
Yeah. That's next week.
It's all right because we're on.
We'll have Dean play
tomorrow we'll
boy.
be on all the podcast channels.
Yeah.
iHeartRadio.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Amazon.
Well, that's why I want to bring it out too and explain, because if anybody else watches it on them, they'll hear that we changed it to Wednesday.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't go on YouTube. You know what I mean? To watch podcasts.
Yeah, go
I
somewhere.
know.
They'll listen to the podcast channels.
Well, yeah, they'll
You know,
hear what
during
I'm
their
saying
driving
right
or
now.
whatever.
They'll hear what I'm saying, that we moved it to Wednesday at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 6 to 7.
Yes.
Okay. So I
And
just
we're
wanted,
also on Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Apple Radio,
oh, we're out there.
Spotify.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
And
We are
YouTube.
out there.
We're all over the world, baby.
Thanks to Eric.
Eric did all this, yeah.
He's our editing genius.
Yeah, okay.
Guru. So, thanks to Eric.
It's a lot of freaking work. But we enjoy doing this.
Yeah, we
And,
do. It's great. It's great. I mean,
You set it all up.
I set up the electronics.
yeah.
You guys get all the material.
So far, we've been doing all right.
Trying to
with
get
that.
it.
Yeah.
Trying to get it.
We've been doing all right. We got to start getting some more guests on. So I think that's one of the next things. Again, I shared this last week that there's so many events going on right now. We got
There are a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one in New York that we used to go to.
Laconia's coming.
Yeah, the one in
Big one.
Laconia's
Yeah.
coming up.
Virginia, there was one over there or something. Virginia
Right.
Beach or something.
Myrtle Beach just ended.
Yeah.
So
You had Arizona Bike Week.
it's crazy. This is the time of the year. Everybody's out there, doing things. I guess in July it'll slow down. So hopefully within June or to July, we'll be able to get some more people on here, some more companies that are willing to come on, and that's it.
Maybe
we'll
Boss
work on
Haas
it.
come back on.
Who?
Boss Haas.
I requested that.
Yeah.
I requested.
I'll ask them.
They were in the middle of flooding stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, they had a hard
I know.
time.
I know.
Yeah. Hopefully everybody's doing all right up that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We got to get Bob on again when Boss Haas comes.
And we got to go with Chris to American Cycle. We got to do a live broadcast there.
Yeah, I might want to get some work done to the bike.
Even to go there, even if we're not going there for work. I mean, we could do that, but I'd like to, George, he is out there all over the place now, all over. And he's got his own YouTube channel now. Him and his wife are building her new bike. And I've been following that. So, I'd like to, he's a local guy that's building some hot baggers and other Harleys. And come on, you want 175 horsepower?
I want 200.
Well, you can get that.
That's all I
think
want,
he did
200.
a 201.
Like, it's a round number.
Yeah,
2 round zeros.
Yeah, I want 200 horsepower.
that's
I'm
insane.
going to do my 135.
I won't use it,
Chris
but
wants
I
to do the
want.
135. I'll just give it to him and say, do it. Do it. 135.
You'll get 175 just putting your cam in and getting rid of that tuna. Cam, tuna, that's it. You're done.
Speaking of horsepower, so did anybody see the Richard Rawlings from Gas Monkey's Garage? He picked up number 15
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't see that.
on the RR. I posted it today. So I go on there because he's going to buy this,
Yeah.
the RR. So apparently, coming off a truck, apparently the bike somehow was in Florida and then moved it to Texas. So he goes to get the bike, and I'm like, let me go, check this out. So the guy says what number it was, and it was 15, which is pretty cool. He says he paid $15K over MSRP, and he says that's most he's ever spent on a bike.
How much was the bike? 110?
110, yeah.
So he paid
Paid
125.
without tax. So,
Wow.
and I don't know what Texas tax is, but so he goes to get the bike. He thinks he's going to take it home the same day, and they're like, "Well, it doesn't have any fuses in it, doesn't have any gas in it, and we got to set it up." So he's like, "All right, fine." So I continue to watch the video, and he says, "Well, while I'm here, I found this place that sells cars and pinball machine. He's gonna go check out this pinball machine Ted Nugent he wanted. So
That's
basically,
a collector, right?
yeah, the guy was a collector. He had some setup. I mean, he had
That's cool.
tons of stuff in there, and stuff from the army and shit. I mean, all sorts of stuff. Cars that he wasn't gonna let go, and you know, I think he had a couple of warehouses.
Wow.
Anyhow, so the video, I thought they were gonna end up going back to Harley, but he spent 90% of the video at this guy's place buying stuff, and that's how it ended. So I never got to see him go back and get the bike. And I looked around, I didn't see the other video yet, so I'm curious to see how that works out.
Wow.
A lot of people bought those bikes, man.
Only 100 and what? 10 made? 130?
No, 131.
131?
I thought you were going to tell me it was it fell coming off the.
Yeah, no, the guy.
Well,
I tell you what, though, when they put it on the kickstand, the freaking bike is like this because it's so high.
Oh,
well,
It's leaning.
If it's
I love
number
that swing arm.
15,
Yeah.
and
Well, that
it's
was-
recently,
that was he commented
they only
on.
sold 15. If it's number 15 and it's sold recently, could it only be 15?
No.
I don't think there's any sets.
No, they go up to 131,
Yeah.
but they're distributed.
All throughout
All
the
over.
United
I don't know
States.
why it was in Florida. I have no idea. I heard him mention it was in Florida, and he went over to Texas with it. So I don't know what the deal was.
Wow.
And why would, if a dealer had it here, why would you give it up?
Well, let's sell it to make that money.
Yeah, but I don't know how that's good. You're going to give it to another Harley dealer to sell?
Well, how do you know that? Harley dealers have been owned. We know that.
We know, yeah, but the bike was in Florida.
Yeah,
it was at
so
a Harley
maybe
dealer.
that dealer in Florida owns a dealer.
Well, I don't know if he has in Texas. Yeah, they didn't
right.
say.
You know that.
That's the only way I could see him doing it. He wouldn't sell it to another dealer.
Yeah,
Not once you got it.
these companies now, because some of them are car dealerships, they own car dealerships
Yeah, they got
all over the
hundreds,
East
yeah.
Coast. You know,
Which sucks.
Ross Meyer had dealerships in Tennessee.
He had them all over.
Yeah, and
I'm in Northeast.
right. Well, look at New York. Look at New York Harley was owned by Palm Beach Harley.
Were they?
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
Was New York Harley first and Palm Beach second?
No. When they sold the dealership, when they sold New York Harley,
Yeah.
Palm Beach, whoever owns Palm Beach, that conglomerate,
Oh, they went in and bought.
they went in and bought it, and then after a year they shut it down. But what the point is they owned it, you know. So there could have been a Texas, you know, it could have been their sister place. You
They didn't
know?
say where in Florida.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, that's interesting.
Wonder if the dealerships, any of them around here.
I
I haven't seen
heard
anything, and nothing's been posted. And you know, there's a
Well,
lot
they
of
might not
YouTube.
post that either.
There's a lot of YouTube channels,
Why wouldn't you,
YouTubers
though?
around here.
Yeah,
you
you
don't
would.
think they
You would think that you'd want to get people in there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if just to come in and look at it, they'll buy something.
yeah.
Buy a shirt.
There was one outside of Harrisburg. That's what I stopped in. They said, "Hey, we're getting one, but we're gonna probably just keep it on the floor for about a month or two, just to get people in to
Come in and look at it.
Yeah,
Can't wait till that swing arm comes available.
It is available.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
For 110,000.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. It's
Who's making it?
Harley Davidson's making it, and you can buy it now.
Yeah. How much?
It's probably around $700-800.
what?
Swing arm? That bullet swing arm?
No, more than that.
Yeah.
It was like 45.
7,000-8,000?
$3,000.
More than that.
Shoot.
3,000.
I haven't seen it advertised.
I thought I saw it.
Yeah, you saw the one from China.
Well, what's wrong
They got
with
the
that one?
knockoff.
It was on Amazon.
That
That
only
was
cracks
only-
at 100 miles an hour.
That was only $87. You know,
for a bullet.
talk about
For a bullet
knockoffs.
fucking.
Remember the fender I told you that I saw for $327? The carbon fiber one that it was a wraparound like mine. Remember? And I says I put it in my cart
Yeah.
from the company. Panzer is the company. Well, it might not be Panzer.
Whatever.
Whatever it is, right. Well, I went back on today, and you know what it says?
Not available.
Not available.
Dun, dun, dun.
And wait a minute. They
Out of
had
business.
several carbon fiber pieces. The centerpiece for the tank, the fender in the back, and I'm talking prices $300, $200.
Yeah, reasonable. Yeah.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like you
That's
could
probably
do
why
your
they're not
whole
available.
bike for
Yeah.
$1,000. Well,
This guy's
every
selling-
part that's carbon fiber
Yeah.
says unavailable.
Yeah, 'cause they're gone.
They're gone.
'Cause
People
everybody-
bought them.
On that bike, with the 24s, 23, 24s, 25s,
They,
you want a carbon fiber bat wing or
yeah,
cover? It's all $1,500.
I know, I know. So when I told you about it last week, I said,
Oh, they're nuts.
why I didn't at the time I put it in my car. Why I didn't buy it? I was just hemming and hawing, back and forth. Well, today I was going to buy it.
Too bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to show Dean's
Oh, look, it is working this time.
Fixed it.
Fender.
Fender.
And what is it called? Fiber optic?
Yeah, fiber optic
Fiber
fender.
optic.
Yeah,
Oh,
it lights up at night.
Carbon fiber.
I was calling it fiber optics too.
You know what? My brain is mush, man.
Oh my!
Since I stopped working, I can't remember anything.
CRC. That looks nice. It makes the tire look bigger.
It does.
Look how it like hugs it down really close.
Yeah.
They want to be on TV? They still looking?
No.
No. So there it
Get off
is.
my lawn.
And that is from Arlen Ness.
Wow.
Arlen
Arlen
Ness,
Ness.
yep.
That is something else. Look at that
You know, you
fender.
can't hear me, but what I like about this is it's got like a coating on it.
Yeah, it's shiny. They have it in flat, too. I didn't like the flat.
Doesn't do it.
I don't like the
Not with the
flat
silver.
either. I think this really puts it out there.
Looks good.
Yeah.
I like it. It looks even better since I took the reflectors off the forks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Took you long enough.
Yeah, well, you know.
I know.
I ripped them off with my bare hands. I didn't even use a
Heat gun.
I didn't use a heat gun or a hair
Yeah,
dryer.
I know.
Hey, how you doing over there?
Hey,
It's no smooth side.
whoa.
So you can't see my bald spot.
Keep the hat on.
This is our studio.
This is our studio, our hot
There we
studio.
go. See? It's all professional. Camera.
Now I'm gonna get a letter from the association. No podcasting in this neighborhood.
What are you trying to
What are you doing?
We're not zoned for that.
Yeah, those
They
guys
didn't wanna
buying
cut.
their golf cart. Yeah, that's legal. Okay.
Don't want to cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the money we're
Yeah,
making.
well, the money's coming in.
Yeah, man.
Don't tell the IRS.
See,
When is our next ride?
I don't know.
after I get the nail
After he
out.
gets the new tire
Uh,
Oh
the-
yeah,
the
you're
screw.
gonna get the nail out. All right.
next week.
has to get unscrewed.
Unscrew.
Next week if it isn't raining.
Well, are you gonna ride the bike there, or you?
Yeah, I'm riding it there.
Okay, I'll take a ride with you. Well, actually, we have to take a ride because we're gonna find out what day you're going.
Thursday.
Thursday, 10
Next-
o'clock.
This
Next Thursday.
tomorrow?
Next Thursday.
All right, you gonna come with us?
Yeah, if it ain't raining.
Yeah. All right.
take
So
my
we'll
car.
do that, and well, if it's raining, he ain't taking the bike either.
Well, he might.
No,
Change of clothes.
I don't think. he'll take-
Actually, with my other bike, I had a recall notice for the for the cylinders, master cylinders,
Right.
for the brakes. And what happened was they had to do something to it and flush it and this and that. And that was an older bike already. That was a 2010. So I get ready to go. Starts raining. When I get there, sun comes out.
Dry up.
I dried up.
Dry up
yeah.
before you got in there. That's what's good about Florida, right? You get caught in the rain and the sun comes out, you're dry by the time you get to your
Yeah.
destination.
Yeah, I want to go there and see, what kind of bikes they have.
But we got to do the oil thing,
But I-
man, too.
Definitely want to do the oil. I
All
don't
the
know
new
if we're going to
colors.
get information or anybody knows what the hell's going on, but at least I can get a picture of the oil, so people will recognize it. Because,
Maybe it was just a dream. Did
Yeah.
you just have a dream that there was
No.
like another kind of
it
oil?
wasn't a dream.
I should get my oil changed. I mean, I got the VIP. Might as well use it up.
Yeah, you can get that new oil. That's how it is.
The SAE 15W50.
There you go.
It was another great show.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will see you next Wednesday. Nate,
Wednesday,
when are you leaving?
The 14th.
Oh, so
You'll be here next week.
Yeah.
you'll be here next week.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Nate's leaving us. He's
Going back to the promised
moving back
land.
to the projects
The project.
in,
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's moving to be closer to family.
Yep.
That's cool. But we'll have him on remotely.
Yep.
He'll be missed.
A
And,
long
yeah,
ride to Daytona from there, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He'll
we're
do
gonna.
It started out really cold too. Especially in-
October?
yeah.
Yeah.
He'll do it.
Well, you
Just
got,
put chains on your tires.
Yeah.
get a trailer, stick it on the back,
There you go.
get that
you
truck
go.
done, and, you know,
Oh yeah.
take that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be a nice ride.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right, guys, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification, right, Richie?
Yes, and remember,
And leave a comment.
Wednesdays now at 6 o'clock on Wednesdays is our new time. Not new time, but our new day.
New day.
Okay. Yes, and subscribe. Hit the notification. Please leave a comment because, you know, I like to speak to people. You know, I'll
Through
answer your comments, and we'll get it together.
Yeah.
And if
That's
you need,
right.
if there's any information that you guys want, if there's anything that you want me to research and put out there, you can let me know that too. Give me something to do.
Make sure you check out our installs and all that kind of stuff. And comment and like those. Share them if you want. Also, check out Dean's channel, The Ex-New Yorker.
The ex-New Yorker.
The Ex-New Yorker.
There you go.
He's got some valuable information on there.
Yeah, I think he
And,
even does a riff with his guitar on one of them.
Yeah, free
Yeah,
bird.
he'll sing to you if you request it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Thanks
All
for
right.
watching.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for listening.
See ya.
We'll
Peace.
see you then.
Later.
Later.